All right, officially live here. Get a little background music going here, as we regularly do each and every week here on the Race Report. You know, we take a few minutes, the pre-show, if you will, hit that live button and let people start coming into the chat. Hey, and if you're joining us, hey, we'll just ask you to let everyone know where you're at. Be sure to like, share. Help us spread the word. Let's fill up the chat again. Hey, we've been each and every week here. We've been rocking a few dozen strong. Great comments from those joining us in the chat. You know, we love sharing those up on the screen.
Let me know what time I need to be there.
A big question, something important that we can address for you. Again, we've got some eyes on us here. Over a dozen so far. Hey, just a little bit in here. Again, we're going to give it another 30 seconds or so, and we'll officially kick things off here. I think we're going to do something a little different. We'll add another little graphic in this week, an official countdown. After that's done on the other side of that, we are going to officially get things going for this week's Edgewater Race Report. Again, if you're joining us out there, please like and share this thread. Hey, let's help spread the word. Let's fill it up. And again, throughout the show, leave us a comment. Join the chat with me and Rob. We're going to All right, we'd like to officially welcome everybody to this week's Edgewater Race Report. It is a beautiful, the sun is shining, we're feeling fine. It is Wednesday, May 17th. As always, I am Rick Vickery. Joined on the other side of the track there, he is the head honcho, a man in charge. He's always on the go, Mr. Rob Winley. Rob, welcome back to your show.
All right, good to be back.
Yeah,
crazy
a
day
lot
today.
Here to cover.
Crazy day.
I was going to say, you were just telling me everything you had going
traffic
on.
Traffic everywhere in town.
Well, I was going to say, you had mentioned it took you just to get to 70. You were coming across the bridge there to get to 74, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
As wait for us to do the record here, going through my timeline, and it seems it's across the board throughout the tri-state here in Cincinnati. People are just reporting accident after accident around the whole loop.
Yeah, it was tough. I met with Jason and Brad from Tin Soldier and talking about our next Cincy Street Nights, which is prepped, and the one after that, which will be back to no prep. So getting some ideas, talking about what we can do to make things even better. So looking for some cool stuff coming up.
Well, that's great. You're so regularly involved with them, and after each event, you kind of regroup and look forward to what can we do better. How can we improve each and every time out?
That's every race. I meet with Steve Daniels, our race director, every week and talk about what we did well, what we need to do better. Just keep working on making things more fan friendly, more racer friendly, and just tighten the ship up.
That is awesome. Well, you mentioned Cincy Street Nights, and hey, that's what we're going to kick things off with this week. We had a modified version of Cincy Street Nights. Man, we were looking forward to that 2-night spectacle. Unfortunately, Mother Nature threw another wrench at us, but we did get Saturday in, albeit with an adjusted schedule. With everything, losing Friday, moving things on Saturday back, pushing the program start time back a little bit. How did you feel now that we look back at last week's Cincy Street Nights?
Overall, our attendance was down a little bit because everybody, it's raining in Hamilton, it's raining in Amelia, it's raining in Florence. But I try to impress on people all the time. This is greater Cincinnati's massive, lots of topography changes. You've got the river. What the weather is in Cleves, which is about as far southwest as you can get, is way different when it's going to be north and east and south of here. So don't just look at the headline when you're talking about weather. That's if we didn't cancel it, we're confident that we can get the race in. Just like the first time we tried to do the 2-day Cincy Street Nights, A lot of people, it's raining here, it's raining there, but it's not raining at the racetrack. We got that done. We didn't get done till 2 o'clock in the morning, but we're committed to get the race in and get it done. So if we're open, we're going to cancel it if it looks like it's going to rain. So,
hey, if it's raining in your neck of the woods here in the tri-state, rule of thumb: the sun is always shining on Edgewater Sports Park.
Yes, all you got to do is go look at the trees at Edgewater. They're further spaced apart. They're thicker and they're shorter. You go to the east side of town, they're spaced real close together. They're tall and they're skinny because it rains a lot more out there. It snows a lot more. It hails a lot more. It just, the weather out there is just crap. But a lot better at the racetrack. And, it ended up being a great day. The sunshine. We got our rain at 3:30, like the radar said we're going to get. They said we were going to have a slight chance of sprinkles at 7, and that never happened. So we had a great race. We were done by 11:30, even starting the race a couple hours, actually 3 hours later, and worked out really well. A lot of great racing.
I was going to say, a little disappointment there that the attendance down, but it sounds like that those that opted not to join us missed out on some tremendous action on the track. Can you talk about some of those highlights before we get to the winner's circle?
It was funny. One of the racers comes down from Chicago. They're like, "Aren't you worried about coming down from Chicago in a race?" He goes, "Well, last time we raced into the river, so I guarantee we're going to get the race in," and we did. So, the racers are starting to learn that we're going to get the race in if we don't cancel it. So we have yes, we own a jet dryer. We broke out the jet dryer. We had the track ready to go in 45 minutes, and we started racing at 5 o'clock. So.
I'd say kudos to the best crew in all of racing right there at Edgewater, making sure to get the race action in. Now, Rob, there were some big prizes on the line here, which brings out some of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, we're paying $10,000 out to small tire total, $8,000 to win, $2,000 for runner up, and we got Isaac Preston came down with Frankenstein 2.0. It might be 5.0, but they're brand new. The Corvette, an ex-Radial versus the World car, and they put a hurting on everybody, and the car went fast.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, Rob, I know we had there was a lot of action going on. I know you've got the notes in front of you and our weekly acknowledgments here. Let's talk about those that made that chase towards the winner's circle.
Definitely. I guess we can start off with our small tire. And like I said, we had Tyler Coy, who's a younger guy from Lauraville, Ohio. Just got racing, I believe, a couple of years ago and starting to get really good, getting some talent amassed, and took runner-up in small tire, take his $2,000 home to win. It's good to see those younger guys doing as well. It's like anything else. It takes practice. You gotta test that car and learn one track from the other, and experience is worth lots of money. So congratulations to Tyler Coy for taking second, and congratulations to Isaac for taking first place. And then our second chance race, none other than Chris Rankin from Pennsylvania came in, and he won our second chance race with a runner-up from Amelia, Ohio, Lonnie Deers, another younger guy with his Fox Body Mustang, came in and did really well. Glad to see that. A little bit light on our stick shift crowd. Casey Lee took the win, and Sam Biddle took a runner-up in our stick shift class. And you go on to the 650 class, and I see a car that I remember seeing as a child, and Chris Balcom is behind the wheel, the Orange Crush Camaro. Jack Balcom drove that for years back, growing up at the racetrack. He was a regular in the money and always in the winner's circle, and talented racer. And I think that car just knows how to win. So Chris took the win in the 650 class over Clark Carroll, who was coming in from Louisville, Kentucky. And then 1150. And I always, I know it's instant green, and I always talk to our bracket racers. Yes, it's outside of the box for you guys, but I think when you to become a better racer and be better on the tree, and you learn experience, it doesn't hurt to come out and try the index classes and the instant green. and just broaden your horizons. 1150 Rob Sparks took the win over Gabriella Cross. Rob obviously from Oxford, Ohio, and Gabriella's from Lebanon, Ohio. Then in 1300, I was really excited to see that race. It was our last year's one of our class winners, Johnny Wellen, and his Mustang against Steve Daniels, our new race director, the finals.
Okay.
In the finals, yeah. And we're over there talking to him in the pits. I think Johnny was Johnny talked himself out of the win because he's just like, I had instant green. I'm just not that good on an instant green. And I think he psyched himself out a little bit. And Steve hit a really good instant light green, and took the win on that one. And then our brand new class for that race is the 590 class. I think that's really going to take off. And we had our Super Pro champion, Jim Halverstadt, against Jake Pruitt in the finals. And that's gonna be a good one. And the reaction times were not quite as good as Steve Daniels, but awesome. And they were within 0.02 of a second.
We still got you, Rob. You froze up there just a minute. 200th of a second. You talk about a cliffhanger here. If you weren't there, Rob again froze up on us here. But it looks like he is rebuffering. We're back here. Yeah. Hey, perfect cliffhanger. You gave us.
Yeah, the winner is. And it was a great watch. It was a great race to watch, and ultimately, Jim Halverstadt put a better package together against his good friend Jake Pruitt, and it was great to see those two guys up picking up money at the end of the night. And in True Street, Brandon Dollar, who was double entered, got that car running pretty darn good. Could not quite take it in the finals against Colt Scott from Hillsboro, Ohio, and Colt takes the win in True Street. And that wrapped our races from Saturday at Cincy Street Nights. It was a good one.
As you mentioned, I like the representation, just not around the tri-state, but, dipping down into Louisville, from Chicago, regionally, the reach each and every week out at Edgewater is incredible. And then from the friendly rivalries, but the competition just seems absolutely
yeah, the competition was amazing. And I just, anybody if you want to come down to our testing tune, we'll give you an instant green tree. Practice is what makes you a better racer, whether you're instant green or whether you're doing a full tree or whatever it is. It's just practice that makes you better. And half the battle was being the first one to get out of the hole.
Well, I think it's what you said. Expand your horizons. That's why we have the tune and test. It's just not that you can feel out the vehicle, but try different things on the tree.
Yeah,
it's going to open up more classes, more opportunity for cash, for paydays for you. So we ultimately encourage that. Now, Rob, as we kind of shift gears and we look forward to what's coming up this weekend, still with my show prep, and it's like, wow, we had Nitro Chaos, we had Cincy Street Nights. I mean, it was banger after banger. And finally, this weekend, we're getting back to the bread and butter that makes Edgewater go around. Bracket racing at its finest coming up this weekend.
Yeah, and Friday night tune and test. Everybody's like, you stop doing Friday night tune and test? Well, in the early spring, we're always Saturday day. And then, the first night we went to Friday nights, it was too cold, and then it rained, and then we had we had the last few weeks here where they've been on Thursday. So this will be our first Friday. And
which is it the Thursday?
I've been watching the weather, and I was, mad the Monday and Tuesday, but today, I'm reading the stitches on the fastball, and it doesn't look like it's going to rain till midnight Friday, and then rain overnight and be done like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning Saturday. And hey, if it's going to rain during the weekend, those are the hours to rain, because it won't affect us at all. So
absolutely. I just, as you were going through the winter circle, I pulled up the weather report on it, and you click on, you see the days there, and you see Friday, you see Saturday, you see that rain. But looking at it here, there might be a little bit early on Friday in some areas of the tri-state there, but like you said, we're going to have that perfect window. It'll move out. It's not supposed to move back in until the schedule conclusion of the tune-in test and then be out of there before Saturday's racing.
I don't want to argue with people on Facebook. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. Yeah, it's going to rain somewhere in Cincinnati, but my radar says it's not going to rain here at Edgewater. You can sit there in the rain in Amelia or in, Florence, Kentucky, or wherever, and say, "Oh, it's raining," but it's not raining at the racetrack. We'll let you know if it's raining at the racetrack. The last thing I want to do is have people come there and have it rain. So, if we're open and we're racing, we're going to get that race in. We're one of the few tracks that have a jet dryer. It dries off really quick down at the racetrack, and doesn't take long. Once the rain stops, it's if we need to get it together, it's 45 minutes and we're racing.
Well, Friday night, again, we mentioned we're hopefully finally going to get a Friday night tune and testing.
Yes.
We're going to roll that into a big Saturday because we are talking Summit Racing Equipment Championship Point Series.
Yes, we got our points race on Saturday, and we're finally back to summer hours. So gates open at 1 o'clock, and junior time runs at 2:30. So that'll help people that like to get a half day of work in the morning on Saturdays or have things to do or grass to cut. And Lord knows people have grass to cut right now.
Or swing by our good friends down at State Line Restaurant.
Come down. Yeah, I got to get my hat on for that one.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
There we go. Perfect time. You don't got to be to the track that early, so swing by State Line Restaurant, pick you up. The portions, the prices are right, and you're going to have leftovers probably. So bring Rob some to the track.
Yes, bring some, and they've got an awesome. I picked up an awesome T-shirt there last week when I went and had breakfast, and it's in the laundry right now. Next, either go buy one or next time I'll wear it for our next podcast and see. It's really cool. The back of the T-shirt's awesome.
All right, so Rob, so got brackets on.
Gotta get it to the line.
I did see. I saw
that. Get it to the line.
I saw they posted that on Facebook. That is,
it's pretty awesome.
All right, so we got the official points race on Saturday.
Points on Saturday. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day once the rain goes through early morning. 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning is when it's scheduled to stop. And like I said, gates don't open till 1. So the racetrack drains out real well, so we got no issues there. And it's going to be a great day of racing. Sun's going to be peeking its way out. It's going to be nice. I think 72 or 74 degrees, I think is what it says. It's going to be a beautiful day for racing. And then Sundays, same way, a little bit warmer. Yeah, 74 degrees on, was that Saturday or Sunday? One of them. But maybe
Saturday
76 on
74 and 76 on Sunday.
76 on Sunday. Okay. Yeah. Going to be beautiful. Gates open at 9. Junior time runs at 10:30. Big cars at 11:30, and then we'll run the program out from there. It's going to be a great day of racing on Sunday. So I'm excited about this weekend. It'd be nice to be able to get 3 days in a row. We have not gotten a 3-day weekend in.
Looking for the hat trick this weekend with guaranteed payouts for both days of the bracket. No points on Sunday, correct?
Correct. No points on Sunday. So Sportsman cutoff is 11:60. Saturday, because it's we're running, it's an NHRA. We're still doing. We got Summit points, so it's 11:60 in Sportsman, and Sunday it's 10:00 and slower. So make that
we do have someone joining us here. Maybe we can help them out here with this question here, Rob. Ken Carson asking, whatever happened to Saturday night quick 8 dragster and door car?
Well, we had quick 8 2 weeks ago for
Nitro Chaos.
Nitro Chaos, and we're looking into putting that back on for the Night of Fire coming up here June 16th and 17th. So stay tuned for details on that.
So this question, it didn't go away. It's just a more selective, and it's part of some of our showcases. But we still have the quick 8s coming at you. Now, Rob, so are we running the high school class this Sunday? I want to talk about, get some hype out there about that. I know that was planned to be a part of non-point events.
We'll give it another shot. I posted that. I think it got more hits and likes and shares of any post I've ever done in my entire life, and the kids just aren't supporting it. So we're working on another program. I think that'll it won't be just for high school age. It'll be just younger people that aren't real experienced with racing. Good opportunity for them to get out and race on Friday, and actually get coached by one of our seasoned bracket racers and teach them how to do it. And winning, it's like we'll get more details, but it's going to be going to run in like a set of 3 racing another set of 3. So the winner's going to get sportsman tickets for the next day on Saturday for the sportsman races. So it'll be pretty cool, and I think it will help build bracket racing and build our program there, and take away some of it's intimidating if you've never done it before.
Right, and you see, so many times, on a tuna test, and not so, somebody, doesn't really know how to come set at the line, but I like the new strategy, the approach there. If we're going to grow participation and grow the bubble, especially at Edgewater, but all of drag racing, it starts with education.
Correct. And, you get all these people to come down on Friday night, and we need to transfer those into to bracket racers to help build the program. And it's not as, yes, to be really good, it takes a lot of practice, but you can be competitive, and not know a ton of, not know everything. So you can come out and have a good time and go some rounds and have some fun and keep working on your skills and, working on hitting a good light and driving the finish line. And the guys out there are very helpful. All the racers be more than happy to help any of the young people out. Just ask. No need to be intimidated by anything. Everybody's just as nice as they can be at the racetrack.
Well, I think, we'll make the shout out to those that regularly support the page, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. Hey, just not liking and sharing, but make sure you're reaching out. Help us attract new fans and more importantly, new competitors, new drivers, because that's what, an initiative that we're excited about. We want to go forward, but we need everybody's help with that.
Definitely. Everybody, all of our racers, let everybody know you're coming down. Everybody's got a bunch of Facebook friends. Go out. Hey, I'm going to the racetrack this weekend. Come join us. Like Brian Hendrickson put out a post earlier this week, or maybe it was over the weekend, and support drag racing. It had stands full. It says make drag racing great again. Come to the track, bring a friend. Let everybody know how much fun it is. It's not expensive to get in. You come in, hang out for all night, all day if you want on Saturdays, and see some cool racing and enjoy yourself, and enjoy your Saturday, do something different, enjoy your Friday, Sunday, enjoy some racing.
Yeah, again, a reminder to everybody out there, while you're there on the grounds each and every race day, be sure to tag us. Again, that's at Edgewater Race on Facebook. Tag us, check in, let everybody know you're there. Share your videos, your photos, all of that, and we'll try to share the experience as well on our page. Rob, real quick, can you run down Friday through Sunday gate times for us?
All right, Friday, tune-in test. Gates open at 5 o'clock. Track will be ready for time runs around 5:30, and we race till about 10:30, depending on the crowd on Friday nights. And Saturday gates open at 1 o'clock. Everybody, please note, new summer hours, 1 p.m. Gates open. Juniors at 2:30. Big cars around 3:30, and eliminations to follow. Then on Sunday, since it's a separate race, Saturday from Sunday. Everybody will get 2 time runs again on Sunday. So gates up at 9 a.m., juniors at 10:30, big cars at 11:30. And then we'll run in through the program and hopefully be out of there, 5, 6 o'clock. So everybody gets time to get home and get ready for the work week. And kids are still in school, so school week and everything else. So.
That is awesome. Now, Rob, hey, we're up against that 5 o'clock hour. You know what that means. Happy hour is calling. Yes. More importantly, one of those so sweet American ales from the Motors Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm going to go find one right now.
Have you had their red yet? It's pretty good.
I haven't had that yet. I'm hooked on an American ale. That's moved up to my number one.
It's good. It's next time you're down, you got to have one. We got it in concession now. It's really good.
Concession. Hey, also, while you're joining us at the track each and every weekend, make sure you stop over at the First Round Lounge.
Definitely, we got to get people up there and full bar. We don't have food quite yet. As soon as we get, we're getting stairs built for rear egress off of the the patio so that we can, actually have a bunch of people in there. We're only allowed to have 49 people at this point. It'll be full bar. We'll have food. We're going to have our fresh ground beef from Bridgetown Finer Meats. If y'all had Chandler's, it's very similar to Chandler's, but I'm going to say our mix is a little better. Chandler's is awesome. I'm telling you.
I was gonna say again. I have to give Chandler's the edge. Family related, and he hooked me up with those box seats when wrestling comes to town. So
yeah, I understand. And then we got burgers are gonna be 1/3 pound burgers, fresh ground beef, and then we've got the Cubans, and we're working on some other menus, and we're actually thinking about trying to do breakfast Sunday morning. Not too crazy, but something because we really want to get into serving breakfast, especially when we're having like Memorial Day, when we're going to have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're going to have a lot of people staying at the racetrack, and get up in the morning. Cool. Who wants to mess around with cooking? We'll have the food ready to go for you, and make sure that it's awesome. And I want to have the best racetrack food in the country is my goal.
That is incredible. All right, we will wrap things up for this week's Edgewater Race Report. Again, we're looking for that hat trick.
Yes.
The trifecta this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come on, Mother Nature.
All right, people, just
give us
look. Look on the inside. Don't just read the headlines. Read the headlines and say, yeah, it's going to rain. But find out when it's going to rain. Right now, it's about 11, 12 p.m. Friday evening and get done around 4 or 5 o'clock Saturday morning. So I hope it stays right there in that window. So everything will work out just fine.
All right, again, that's going to do it for this week's Edgewater Race Report. He is Rob Wiley. I am Rick Vickery. Ladies and gentlemen, we will
see you
at the track.
The track. I got it right this time.
All right. Oh, real quick here on the way out, Annie's reminding us here. Don't forget about the gift shop. Yeah, that's right. We got some all new 2 sweet swag for 2023.
We're going to get that. Hopefully next week I can get all that stuff uploaded to the website and you can purchase it online. But come down and get it in person. We got all new cool sweatshirts, hats. I like my new Edgewater hat here with the old school design on it. We got probably 6 or 7 different new designs for our hats. A bunch of new shirts, really cool with the old school nitro face mask, with the breathers and everything like that. It's awesome. So great new stuff. Come check out in our Finish Line gift shop, right near the front gate.
Shop located inside the office, just adjacent to the gate as you come in or exiting there, and they'll be open again. 3 big days coming at you. Again, we'll do the sign off here. He's Rob Wiley. Right. I'm Rick Vickery, and we will see you
at
the track. All right, we are out of here.